Welcome to South Aussie Shooting Channel. On this video we're looking at Slide Glide Light by Brian Enos, Far Superior, and this is a lubricant for your semi-autos, rifles or shotguns. This is temperature specific. There's three different ones: light, standard and heavy. Comes in this little plastic container. Not sure the weight of it. It's a greasy sort of thing that stays where it's put when you've put it on. You can see here. It's supposed to stay on in temperatures of up to 30 degrees. I'm going to put it on my 2011. I don't really have any lubricating stuff for it other than just using normal just oil or other chemicals to try and help the slide go back and forth. I'm just going to read the instructions here. Slide Glide is blended with the highest grade extreme pressure compound available. It has a stringy characteristic and it stays where it's put. It's also compared to lithium and molybdenum and graphite greases, including any high-tech synthetic grease I've tested. It dramatically improves protection from wear due to Slide Glide's stringy quality, and contact areas remain filled with grease. This results in a softer felt recoil, which is noticeable in all semi-auto firearms, especially pistols. I prefer shooting guns to clean them. I shoot 5,000 rounds between cleanings in the same pistol for the total of 50,000 rounds, and there's only minimal wear to the frame, slide and barrel. Dust, dirt and unburnt powder is an extreme pressure compound, and stringy quality prevents wear from contaminants, and most unburnt powder residues are lubricating in nature, graphite, so they do not adversely affect the performance of the grease. Before shooting with Slide Glide in competition, test the viscosity and how much to apply in a temperature where you will shoot. Apply anywhere you want, the highest quality grease available except for human body parts, of course. Cleaning before the first application. Thoroughly clean and dry the firearm. Reapplying Slide Glide, wipe it off with a paper towel. Finish by thoroughly wiping out with a shop towel, forcing the towel in the sharp corners with small screwdrivers or stiff brush. And on the back here, pistols, all action types, coat all contact areas, frame, slide rails, upper and lower barrel locking lugs and bushing, upper locking lugs of slide, recoil spring, guide rod and inside the reverse plug assembly. Circle the slide and wipe off excess experiment. The more you apply, the slicker and softer the pistol will feel. Hammer and sear apply to pins, sear nose, hammer hook. Rifles, bolt and lever actions apply to lever actions or bolt contact surfaces. Rifles, shotguns, pump and semi-auto apply to the recoil, spring, bolt and bolt carrier contact areas. Revolvers, single and double action apply to the internal action parts, springs, crane, frame, contact area, lube cylinder with yoke with a lightweight oil. And here is the standard Usage guides 30 degrees plus, all pistols, revolvers, rifles, shotguns, 22s, compensated pistols, and carry guns applied to extremely stringently. Then the standard one is 60 degrees plus, semi-automatic and centerfire rifles, and heavy is 80 degrees plus degrees Fahrenheit, semi-automatic centerfire pistols, non-compensated pistols with loose top ends, Glock and SIGs. And this is the stuff here. I'm going to apply it to my 2011 in a second, and we'll see if I can spot any differences with this stuff instead of the normal oil, and we'll see if I don't get any jams or hang-ups with it that I have been having in the past, so this should stop it from happening, and also lubricate and protect expensive parts. Okay, I'll go and get the pistol now and apply it. Okay, I've field stripped and cleaned my 2011, and what you need is a syringe, a small one that you can put the grease in, or the lubricants that you have, and what you want to do is place it in all the places that you normally would put lubricant or grease, and you would put it inside here, and the pins inside here, on the inside here, on these lugs here, the reverse retention spring on top of here, the spring itself. Then we have the cap inside of it and the outside of it. Have the little pin here that goes through the barrel lug. We would put it inside the rails, a little bit on top of here. We'll place it also on top of the rails. And inside these lugs here as well. Got the frame, we'd place it in the rails. Maybe you would want to put it a little bit here for your safety, on top of the hammer, on top of these rails here, inside here, on top of the rails here. And normally that would be about it. And put it back together, rack it a few times, wipe off the excess, and that's it. At first you'd want to take the cap off the end here, and what you would do is place this inside of it and suck it up, and then you should be able to have a syringe full of this, and you should be able to pack this around with you wherever you go. You don't need to carry the container anywhere. Just put this in your range bag, wrapped up so it can't leak. Consistency there. So we should be able to stick this in and suck it up. You can see I got a little bit in there. It's not much, but you don't need much. Let's place it on the lug here, just here. Just on the inside here. Top of lugs. Use your finger if you like. And it should stay where you put it. So next time when you pull it apart and fire it, you should see that you have oil or lubricant. Use the excess and wipe onto the guide rod. Some cotton tips also, and just place it inside. Also you can get your finger, put it onto the spring. Do the insides. A little bit here. A little bit inside. Excess on the rails. Just rub your finger. And the frame. Inside your sear. rub it all in there. And wash off the excess. Should stay where you put it, like it says. So it should be very well lubed up, like it says, for the 50,000 rounds that it says. And now I'll put the gun back together. Put the gun together now. As you can see, it does have excess stuff on it. And now I'm going to get the silicone rag and go over it, make sure it's all clean. You can see here, it has made a difference. It's a lot more, less sound of metal contact, as well as it sort of thick. The only sound you can hear is the hammer before you can hear all the internals here. Stuff's not very good on your hands. It's very sticky if you try and put water on it. Just use some sandpaper soap, and that got it off my fingers. I'll reapply G96 to it and give it a nice shine. Should reduce the recoil, as it says, when it goes back. Feels a lot harder to push from the grease. The slide doesn't slam back forward, and that's, I guess, how it reduces recoil. I've cleaned the inside of the pin, firing pin. Haven't taken it off in a year, and it wasn't really dirty at all, just the inside was a little bit stuck with all the little burnt up powder. Made a little bit of a grease in itself, and now it should be alright. I'm really a clean freak when it comes to shooting. I always clean it after every 200 rounds or so. Rifles, every time I'm at the range, clean it straight away. Inside these grooves here gets a lot of your fingers, all the grease marks and skin that comes off. Make sure to clean the insides. It's unloaded. Pull the trigger. And rack it. Check. Still has grease inside of here, just on the feed ramp where I've put all of it. There's just a little bit of stuff on top of the feed ramp. Not sure if it will damage anything. Having oils inside the barrel, I don't think so. But it is in there where I put the stuff. And 30 degrees plus environments, which isn't hot at the moment in Australia, so it should be good now. Been having trouble with this slide mag release when I'm putting 10 rounds in there and racking the slide. I'm not sure if it has enough strength to push the round forward. Even just starting just to load command, push it in there, I rack it and then it gets stuck about there. To just go boop, stuck. And then I always have to push forward. I'm not sure if that's because I didn't lube the gun beforehand. I just used Singer's oil, which is just a sewing machine oil. And I've been putting that on the rail, and after 3 or 4 rounds, there's nothing left there, and metal on metal contact. That's why I got this slide guide, and it should stop the rounds from not going in the chamber. And metal on metal contact, so it's got nothing to rub against, and it should stop the wear. We'll try it out at the next sticks match. There you are. Thanks for watching.